Hello all. This is a slightly different video. It's basically what I've done is I've got two sets of cameras. Now this is an experimental video. I'm just playing around with putting cameras on different positions of my car whilst I'm driving it. Now those cameras are fitted safely and doesn't hinder the safe operation of driving the car. So they're safely installed, etc. So they're not going to fall off or cause any obstructions or anything like that, or any distractions. It's just purely experimental and just wanting to put cameras at different positions. So I've came up with this idea for this experiment, and I would have went out and shown you on the car where I've positioned the cameras, but I'm no longer up to bed. It's a nice day, but it's cold. I've no shower, so I'm just going to explain here in the comfort of my nice warm room. So I put a camera on the top of the near side wing mirror, and I positioned the camera also in the inside of the car, just pointing down to the to me, basically, to get the views of out the windows passing by. I've also put a camera pointing from pointing down from towards my shoulder. I've positioned it in various positions round about the cabin and above the rear view mirror, just to get all these different camera angle shots and that, and see how it comes out, and see what you think of them as well. And I'll get any ideas from you in the comments. And just as I say, I'm just playing about with these cameras. And I've got another video that I'm going to put up where I put the cameras showing the mechanical parts under the bonnet, the gear linkage, but that's going to be on another video because it'll be too long if I put them all in the same video. So there's one point I've got to make clear on the video. Bear with me a minute. Yeah, the point is that driving anything, any vehicle, a split second, fractions of a second make a massive difference. A fraction of a second in that split second timing is crucial when you're driving anything. Now the problem is with this video, there's two videos that are running, but they're not bang on in sync. There's a fraction of a second out on each of them. I've only tried to just synchronise them as best as I can. So that I wouldn't actually show the accuracy of the driving that I'm doing. So you couldn't really, it's not suitable for examining my driving because the videos are only just marginally out of sync. So especially at junctions, when I'm coming up to a junction and then looking over, you might see on the exterior video the car pulling out, but I'm still looking that way. A fraction of a second later, I'll look wrong. But that isn't how it is. That's not how it's actually how I'm driving it. That's how both the videos are depicting it. Because they're, as I say, a fraction of a second makes a big difference, a massive difference when you're driving. But it doesn't display that on the videos because they're both a fraction of a second out of sync. So the video wouldn't be suitable for examining my driving or anybody's driving using this type of method. I mean, both videos have got to be bang on in sync to show the accuracy of the driving skills, particularly at junctions. But this is not what this video is about. It's not about examining my driving. It's about positioning the cameras on different parts of the car and getting different angle views, etc., etc. So I just had to make that clear. I wouldn't want anybody sitting thinking that, that there's anything dangerous going on, so I just had to point that out. Okay, bear with me a minute. Yeah, if you're wondering where the drive is going to be going from, it's going to be going along the Dundee City waterfront from Tesco Riverside to the docks. And then from the docks, it's going to be going up to the old abandoned, or the old closed down Strathmartin Hospital, which is on the north boundary of Dundee City. So if you want to see a wee bit of Dundee and the route that I take and the docks and that, then enjoy the video. As I say, you'll get the different angles. It's what the video is mainly about. I had to drive somewhere, so I chose that route. As I say, if you've got any ideas on where I should try putting cameras in the future, then I'd be interested in reading your comments on it. Okay, enjoy the video. Thanks for selecting it and watching it, and hope you like it. Okay, cheers. Hello all. This is a slightly different video, and I'm doing experiments with the various positions with cameras on the car. This, like I say, this is new to me, so I'm just experimenting at the moment. All the cameras are fixed securely, so it doesn't pose any risk to anyone. And this is just the first, very early stages, and just practicing this kind of stuff. And they're just basic, nothing fancy cameras, and the setup that I'm using is just kind of make it up as I go along setup. So I've not got anything really, I haven't bought anything, I've just rigged something up. I've just enjoyed something up to get these cameras to line up. So I'm just going to go through the town and down the docks and that. Hopefully that'll pick up. Okay. Just coming into the Dundee waterfront. Discovery Point up ahead, and then the V&A. And on the left there's the Elk Station. That's the new Premier Inn, Discovery Quay. I'll go through the city centre. And you'll get to see the effort Dundee Council's made for the Christmas decorations. So just coming on to Whitehall Street now. So it's taken me a while to get all these cameras set up. As I say, this is all new to me, and I've just had to mess around with it to get the things to try and get something rigged up to capture something at least. So you got the Christmas tree up ahead. See, I personally prefer all the different colours. I prefer different coloured lights on a Christmas tree. That's how it used to be, but all this sort of mono colour, it's like one or two lights, LED lights, isn't it? I don't like that. I prefer mixture of colours. So they've closed off that Union Street, and that's for putting the tables and chairs out for the pubs, for this restrictions pubs. So obviously all the pubs are shut just now, in order to shut. But before that, there was like limited numbers of pubs that are allowed to people in and that. So they've moved tables and chairs out onto Union Street. So you're sitting on the road having your meal and your pint. Just clean that a bit. Hoping that camera's still recording. Can't really see. Sure all these things are. I'll take a trip down to the docks. I'm going to watch how long this video lasts. A lot of time spent at traffic lights. I can't pause that one. I want to keep them in sync, you see. So. That's the Celeste Gardens on the right hand side coming up. This is on the dock street. Celeste Gardens there. That's the City Quay coming up on the right as well. That's where the Unicorn ship is, the HMS Unicorn or whatever it is. It's up in the dock area. And you've got like the water kind of, was it the water ski thing? It's like a zip slide that goes over the water. That's just in there as well. And the Apex Hotel is also in there. Car light ship. It's another old ship. Docks. So that's the new swimming baths and the car park. On the left there, that's the Gallagher retail plant. On the left also. So I'm getting to the docks and show you that. So the problem being is that you can't turn right into the docks. At this point, you've got to go further up and then turn and come back down again to get in. So, that. Just hoping that camera's coming. Basically got to do a U-turn to get into the docks. That's Nias gas refinery on the left there. Just heading in. Oh, get the camera covered in water. So buildings. I filmed both of these buildings on my video closing off Dundee, which I'll be putting up shortly as well. Good, still recording. Okay, right, do the now. Right, I'm going to drive from the Dundee docks to the old Strathmartin Hospital, which is on the north edge of Dundee, the ruined, closed down hospital. So, I've got the cameras all set up, and like I say, this is quite new to me. This is all just experimental at the moment. Just try to get the hang, getting all this stuff set up like this. I hope it comes out okay. Hoping that everything doesn't move around too much. The bumps. See, I've just joined it up, like I've just done a kind of Mickey Mouse setup because it's the first time I've done these things. Kind of hoping that I can only just improve. Just going along Dock Street, head towards the city centre. This bumpy road will certainly put the setup through its test. It doesn't shake anything else. Otherwise. Might ask yourself why I took this bumpy road. Well, it's just to avoid these traffic lights at the Gallagher retail park. That was kind of like the idea. Seems alright. The camera's okay. I thought I'd be smart and miss out on the traffic lights, but I went over the bumps at the Foundry Lane. So I was just hoping that I was going to shoot the thing out of the line. I'm going to say so I was just going through the tunnel. I'm going to head up the hill tunnel. By the factory. We got here Stain Road. That's Bell Street on the right. Just come at the bottom of Victoria Road. I remember that tunnel when it was getting made. It was completed around about 1991. It's part of the Ring Road. So Wellgate on the coming up on the Wellgate shopping centre. This is for those who aren't from Dundee, obviously. It doesn't have to know Dundee very well. So we'll just go up the hill down. What I might do is actually turn the sun down a bit on the external camera footage when I come to compiling this video. Have a chance to hear what it's saying in the car. Because I'm going to splice both the videos together, eh? There's obviously lots of different routes how you would take to get to the old staff park and hospital from the docks. But this is just the route that I'm taking. Just hoping that something like the light keeps on dimming. I hate traffic lights. That's only when they're red. Yes, made it through there. And I like traffic lights when they stay just long enough for me to get through. It stays green for me. I like turn red to make me wait, make me late. So we're just going through the hill town. All these new buildings on the left, that's where the old multi-stories were. Bucklemaker and Butterburn. I had a good friend that stayed in Butterburn. In fact, he was born and lived in Bucklemaker for a while, and then many years later he moved back to Butterburn. I think that's the name. Certainly he was in both. So I was in about there on the left. It's where the Hulltown Mountains. Just hoping it's still recording. Getting to see that the external one isn't clogged out or anything. There used to be an old Safeway where the shops are, where that Tesco's is. That used to be a Safeway many years ago. In the 90s and the 80s as well. But they built the shops there. There's a scrapyard behind that. It used to be anyway, recycling centres. Metal recyclers. It's a 5 ways roundabout on Strathmark Road, just across it. End up Strathmark Road. That bus in front is the Viro 400 MMC Alexander Dennis. It's called the Emeralds, part of the Emerald. That particular one's got the Voith gearbox, Voith transmission. I think there's 14 of them, there's 14 of them. The latest one is 60, that's a 68 plate, the other one's a 69 plate, so same model, but they've got the ZF gearbox. And they have monitors for the mirrors next to them. But these ones there are kind of like semi-hybrid, or mild hybrid. They've got an electric motor, works off a capacitor. When it's braking, it charges up the capacitor, that stores the energy, and it takes off again, it assists the engine. Just head down Strathmark Road, passing that park. In the north. Right, Drake. You can sit in your city and get yourself a cup of tea. come up to the junction with Gilburn Road and just Dundee or something. Gilburn Road's on the right. We're continuing straight up Strathmartin Road. Camberdown, that was the road on the left. It's 23 afternoon. It's sort of like getting dark all of a sudden. Very odd, because it shouldn't be getting so dark. This end. Another other ones. Should be. The light levels are just fluctuating crazy. Probably like to talk about that. You see by the car headlights, cars. It's getting dark. Baldovan Road. Junction at Estate. So we just go straight on down Baldovan Road. You can see the ruins just up there. Yeah, I've done videos about this. These film photographs of the old hospital. There's also Baldovan House as well. That's a route that's been blocked up. It's been demolished. Well, it's practically demolished. Baldovan House. Strathmartin Hospital is still quite a lot of blocks left up. And obviously a dangerous condition. You don't want to be going in. These buildings are very dangerous. We're not allowed anyway, it's private. You see the old lampposts up ahead on the right? Steel lampposts. So, you don't see many of them about now. This is one bumpy road, this, so really give it a bit of a test. Avoid these bumps. It's the ruins of Strathmartin Hospital, the accommodation block, just on the left. So this is as far as I'm going, just turning and going back pretty much. So, I'll bet you're just wanting me to take a picture in there. This is starting to fill up this memory. I'm going to have to switch this off though. Right, so this is this video I said I would get for you as well, because no doubt I'm sure you'd be curious to see what's behind this open door in this derelict building. I can't really go in, but I'm just going to show you as close as I'm going. See, that's not very much. There was a window that was open here as well. Yeah, it's not really giving you very much, unfortunately. I've done a video about Strathmartin Hospital before anyway, so you could look on my YouTube channel and you'll get the much better video about it. Right, so I'm going to just jump back in the car and get going. I'll set up the cameras again and try and get some more of this footage for you. Okay. Right, so what I've done now is I've turned the camera around and you're going to get a rear view. The external camera is pointing backwards. So, let's see how that comes out. Just right, so we're just leaving Strathmartin Hospital and then just heading back to Minas Hill basically. The electronic UV mirror. Unfortunately the rain's coming off. Just didn't want that to short up the camera like I done with one of my other ones. I was putting it in the wheel and the water got into the electronics, so it just shot it out. So it was a cheap payment. That's a scary looking hospital, that derelict Strathmartin Hospital. Like I say, I've done a video of my earlier YouTube channels, my earlier videos on my YouTube channel. You can look at it if you want. I was in the grounds, I was taking photos and videos of the hospital. I didn't go in the buildings because it was a bit, well, dangerous, like, yeah, very dangerous, so I wouldn't advise anybody to do it. Might go with bridge foot this time. Let's see. Come through there. New hospitals, the Strathmartin Centre. It's on the right. Unfortunately, I've got the camera facing the right way for that, and the outside is facing backwards. What we'll do actually, when I get to Bridgefoot, I'll change the camera, the external camera around to face forward, so you can actually see the scenery, where I'm heading to. I mean, you're just going to see what's behind. This is an interesting view. It's a different setup, like. So. That way, actually, it was going the other way this time. Yeah, so I'm going to just change the camera around and get the actual forward-facing view. Okay. Right, so I've turned the camera on the external camera view around. So I'm just hoping that I could get this video in sync, because obviously there's two cameras running at the same time. And it'll be probably quite a challenge to do that. Because I can't work them simultaneously but at the same time. I've got to switch one on the outside and come in here and switch the interior camera. It's just it's a bit of a challenge to get them to sync up on the actual video when I'm making compile. Let's hope that comes out alright. That's how it's synced up. Head down the bridge and next watch get the boots. Was now the branches catch it. But it's not sticking out any more than the wing mirror. It's still straight. just knew that was going to happen. I knew it. I'll get it sorted. To say, this is all just early stages, early days, and just experimenting at the moment with this. Like, see how that goes. That's the shop on the left where it sells all the Christmas trees. It's got a nice cafe out there as well. I was in there a couple of years back. Coffee and red supply. Just coming into Templeton, or going through Templeton Woods. Well, the road that goes through, not through the woods, but the road it goes through Templeton Woods. That's Buckhill Cemetery on the right. Well, that's the woods. Cemetery. And up ahead is Camperdown Auction Park. Like I said earlier, if you're from Dundee, you know Dundee, then this will be obvious to you. But for anybody that's watching that isn't from Dundee or doesn't know Dundee very well, this will give you a bit of more of an idea of what's around Dundee. Buckhill up ahead. This leads into your road. Let's go down by the lift road, Camperdown on the left, and village of Lift on the right. So I'm hoping that camera will give you a nice view of River Tay, Dundee, the south horizon as well. You always get a nice view when you come down this road. So that's the west boundary wall on Camperdown on the left. That road there on the right is the road that will take you to the village of Lift. If you go past, go through Lift, come forwards, it's west of Lift. It's Gurdy Industrial Estate on the right. initialised, and then you can see the Venus Hill masonette works. Well, you will have done this. Maybe just make more. That's assuming that the camera outside's picking up. So we'll look at the synchronicities. So we're just crossing the Kingsway now. We're heading on to, we're on Myerkirk crossing the Kingsway, and we're heading on to the Bass Charleston and then on to South Road. So I would have music played sometimes in the car, but I've got to watch for any copyright strike. So I could put my own sort of copyright free music on if I wanted, but I'd have to add that on to the main it's bad. Normally in the voice audios you do that, voice music on copyright free. Well, it's a copyright free music apps, mixing apps, and they mix the music to make their own use of these apps. I'm not a musician, I'm just trying to make something that will sound well, interesting, I guess. It's the stones, the Gurney stones that are on the line. I've done a video about that as well. Garden there. Speed drive. It's Venus Hill, masonite blocks, tower blocks you can see ahead. The slanted or the sloping roofs. So what I'll do is I'll stop off at the Venus Hill Community Centre. That's where I usually do the car driving fields for. That's pretty much the end of this section of the video anyway. or the Minas Community Hub, as they call it. I just still call it the centre. Officially it's the Minas Community Hub. Hub being in the centre of the community. So. Right, so what I'll do now is I'll get that external car switched off and I'll get this video compiled up for you. Okay, right, cheers.